Hiya! She's Kate Lavagna.
And she's Kaysha Louvain, and this is Tea for Two.
A shoe and a brew.
Cue theme song.
I'm putting that on mine.
It does sound like that, doesn't it? But like...
Yeah, it's supposed to be like clink, 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 clinky.
Clink, clink.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, wait, I can do it. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Oh, that really hurt. I can nearly do it. That's it.
That's it.
I'll have a cup of tea, please. You can pour it today. Do everything else. So you might as well pour the tea.
Exactly.
How are our listeners doing and watchers? Hey, we've got to. Oh, you put milk in first. I genuinely keep forgetting when I come here that you do that every single time.
You should know by now,
I
man.
know. You spin me right round. What was I saying? Oh, it's a tired Sunday, innit?
It is.
It's a bit of a tired Sunday today, but the sun's shining. That's a good thing. Keisha's just spilled all of the tea over the PT studio. You're going to pour mine then, Lou?
No, I will now.
Okay. I was saying something then. It's completely gone.
It's a tired Sunday.
No, before that. How are our listeners? Oh, we're celebrating.
What are we celebrating?
50k
Oh, yeah.
views.
Probably got more than that now.
Yeah, that was like nearly a week ago, wasn't
Yeah.
it? We've reached the 50 mark, or whatever you want to call it, on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
We just need to start reflecting that now in our Instagram and our TikTok.
I was actually telling my cousin that last night, and I said, "Yeah, it's great on YouTube. Views are awesome,
Great.
but until we like to get sponsors and that, we won't get that until our following is bigger on Insta
Yeah.
and Facebook and wherever else."
Yeah. And obviously we need to figure out the listening ratios that are going on.
Oh yeah.
And like, where are you listening to us? If you do you listen on Spotify? Do you listen on Amazon Music, Apple? Where? Tell us now. Right now, we'll wait.
Oh, listen.
Crusty and fresh. I'm sorry, it's just not going to beat Shauna's.
Oh, it's never gonna.
I think Shauna just waltzed in you. She knew the.
Oh, she knew what we did
Yeah.
and thought, I know, I'm gonna fucking top that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just eyeing that cake
Well,
up.
I
I've definitely already had a slice and I want more.
I haven't got the nails, look.
I can do it. Me, pick me.
Pick me.
Pick me. Ready?
Do you want a piece of cake?
I'd love a piece of cake. I could do good ASMR with these nails.
I think you would, but you'd be like aggressive.
I think,
ASMR?
I don't think I'd be a relaxing ASMR. I think I would, my drummer would come in and I'd overthink it and I'd try and make some sort of rhythm. And it's not about that, it's about the soundscape.
And sometimes the best ones are like so like out of rhythm and
Oh yeah. Which I don't know if I find that relaxing. What do we feel about ASMR? And when did it become popular? We should talk about that at some point.
do you know what? Actually,
We should do an actual ASMR episode and bring
I'm down
somebody
for
in who
that.
does it.
do you know what? I think it's been going absolutely years, and
Well,
I mean
yeah,
like
but it seems
I
to
mean
be
like
popular,
15 years and
Yeah.
maybe 20 years.
Yeah. Hang on, what number? Do we know what episode we're on?
No, because I don't know where I am in the schedule.
About 10, I reckon, 11? 10, 11?
Let me think. 9 is next week. Maybe 10.
This might be our 10th episode. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no. It's terrible when there's tea in there. Oh, it's just me. Because I was holding it. Number 10-ish, we think.
Maybe.
Cheers. Oh, it's good to be back.
Woo.
We're acting like we've had a half term. We've had a week of actually not contacting each other that much because I'm busy. I'm in my third week I've just finished my third week of rehearsals for Housemates, and like third week on any job is always a bit like, oh yeah, I've got to like really, really focused now because those scripts are not there in week 4. They go out, they go in the recycling bin, and you're meant to remember everything. So I've been very busy. But what have you been up to this week?
Not a lot, to be honest. Normal client stuff, but it's been kind of a quiet week. Mainly just doing the magazine.
Yeah,
which
nice.
Probably potentially is out now, but it might also not be.
I have 2 other, if you're watching, I've got 2 other Toon Media magazines. One with Will Young on the front. It was
a scoop.
Class.
It was a scoop.
That's like a mic drop moment for Toon Media magazine. It's like, oh, we just chuck Will Young in there. No, not in there, on the front cover, obviously.
Yeah. We, I think we've got a really, really, really good one for issue 11.
Oh, don't tell me.
Because you know.
Do I?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh, God, when? Oh, God.
Last week, maybe the week before.
Oh, goodness me.
I dropped it in there, was like, I'm going to put you in there because da-da-da's on the cover.
Yeah, rings a bell. Not a massive one, I wouldn't lie. Can't remember. No, because you're going to put housemates in the magazine, which is really exciting.
Yeah, that's this one.
This one come in. So I've been thinking about that. So now I've forgotten what that name was. Oh, all to be revealed. Also, I'm just going to do a little plug for Mike, if you don't mind. Is that okay?
Might go.
Mike Kennedy.
Oh, if you want.
Mike Kennedy is a lovely, lovely, lovely person who's half of Toon Media.
Yeah.
And
not equal parts, but
hilarious. And he owns a record shop in Llanelli called Second 45, and it is actually really lovely.
It's amazing. It's an amazing store.
Yeah,
it really is.
I was lucky enough to go with Callum, who was playing guitar for me. Callum Richards, who's a brilliant guitarist. Shout out to Callum. And he. We did like this little like intimate like gig basically in the shop. So any musicians, get in contact with Mike because that was such a lovely moment for me.
Yeah, they're really good at supporting, whether it's like selling merch and CDs and stuff. As well. And the shop is just great. It's just full of really good stuff.
And I'm gonna say it. I'm in my what's my era right now? Like decorating era. I'm working on a van, okay? I've been painting a van. I genuinely.
Yeah.
It's all I do every weekend now. It's like,
Where you going in this van?
Where?
Yeah.
To conquer the world, Kaysha. I'm going to conquer the world in my van.
Yeah,
it's not even my van. But I'm going to buy all the decorations for it. We've painted it duck egg blue.
Okay,
where
nice.
You sit. It's got a double bed, shelves. Nice. It's got a cooker.
Priorities.
A cooker. Shelves. What? Which priorities? Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
And it's got.
I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good
because
I know.
We've
because
got a bit,
Elle, my cousin, and obviously Oliver that's been on there. She's just like, I think I've had to stop him from watching the podcast because the amount of like.
Not sure.
She's like just the swearing and the topics, and I'm like,
oh, yeah. We'll rein it in a little bit, and then when we do unleash it, it'll be for a good reason.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
It is hard.
I just don't feel as free.
I know it's weird.
I literally feel as though I'm like chained down.
well, we are closer to the floor.
We are closer to the floor.
You'll notice that we've both.
We've gone from the one episode where we were like just seeing our heads to
like the BFG visits to primary school in the valleys.
I actually kind of like it like this.
Well, yeah, let's see how my cramping of the feet does.
Yeah, I think it's because I can put my chair lower, which is good because I got way shorter legs.
Oh. I can as well, evidently.
See?
It's not that bad. It's quite cute, actually. I feel like I'm in primary school again. Anyway, back to the van.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yes, back to the van. I'm going to have a bit of cake.
Yeah, so this is the cake made by Matthew, and it is, let me get this right, blueberry, white chocolate, and lemon cake with white chocolate drizzled on top and some fresh raspberries, which were fresh. They're probably not that fresh anymore. They look quite fresh, considering. He only made it a day and a half ago. It's probably getting to stale vibes now, but it is, I think it's still moist. Oh, I've just used the word. I've just said the word. That's not a word I like to say. I'm so sorry to myself. Future Caitlin, I'm so sorry that I just said
moist.
The word. Oh! Are there any words that you just every single time, no matter what context they're in, you just like, what's that? What's the word for that? Ick.
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 Yeah, usually whatever comes out your mouth.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually, yeah. Yeah, no,
You're,
moist.
You're Australian.
You know?
Oh, that.
Do you like the cake, you know? That doesn't make sense. I've started this terrible habit. I don't really know where I've got it from. I must have got it from somewhere or somebody, but I've started doing this thing now where I go, oh, I just, you know, when you just like, I'll say a sentence, like, I'm trying to make it make sense with what I'm going to say in the end. Oh, okay, I'm in rehearsals and I look at my MD, James Evan. Hi, James. We'll get James on. He's class.
Okay.
I look at my MD, musical director, and I'll say like, oh, I just don't know what I'm doing. You know? And he'll be like, oh.
See, it's not just me. It gripes me.
You know?
When you do it, I just want to punch you in the face.
No. I want to punch myself in the face, but I can't stop.
Moist.
It's like I'm Lewis Capaldian. It's like a tick. You know?
Don't get me started on that fella.
We should talk. What do you mean?
I don't like him. It's actually quite funny, right?
What do you mean you don't like him?
I don't.
Sorry, is the cake good, by the way?
The cake is very, very good.
For the listeners, we've just moved on. Thank you, Matthew. That's very kind.
One clap for Matthew.
Oh,
not bad.
We can do better. It's a Sunday.
It is better when we got 3 people.
I think so. There's a bit more pressure.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Is that also for you?
No. I cut it in half. So you have half and I have half.
Okay. I've also eaten half of this loaf before I got here. I came in the door and I said, "I've got a cake for us, Kaysha," and she's thinking, "Oh yeah, it's probably like a fresh lemon loaf, like a full one." I was like, "It's only half though, because I've already eaten the other half." My diet's going very well. Happy January, February. What are we in now?
February.
That's gone. I think January went quick. See.
Do you?
Yeah. I think it's popular. For people to say every year, God, what year is January ending? Or like, no, what they say? That's not right. You know that thing when they say,
yeah, I know. Yeah, it's. Yeah.
I think it's just popular. I think people jump on the bandwagon of being like, oh, Blue Monday. No, that's not right either. Sad Monday, like the saddest day of the year, or something. That's in January.
Is
depression, it? Yeah. Cold, depression, dark days.
I'm just depressed every day of the year.
Well, you always see those things, don't you? Like on Instagram that are like, it's the first sunset that's been on this time, so.
I don't know what you were listening to, right? But he didn't get any of that.
Can you tell him to it?
Yeah. This January, Monday, sunset.
Saturday, blue,
oh, God,
blue
I don't
day,
know.
The sad day. No, it's popular. It's popular.
Yeah,
Every
I think everyone
year
does.
you hear people going, oh,
I
January.
think it's, to be honest, I think it's because of payday.
Right. I think it is as well. It's to do with money.
It's to do with money because obviously people get paid before Christmas, and then it's longer. It's more. I think it's more like 6 weeks rather than like every 4.
Yeah.
But for me, I think probably the first 2 weeks went really fast.
Yeah. I had my 2 gigs, didn't I, which made it all, because I was working towards something. It wasn't a quiet. I think if you have a quiet January, it feels long.
Yeah, and then I think the last 2 weeks where I was like, oh, you know, I got to start picking up the pace with work.
Yeah.
I'm going back gigging, and it was kind of like, and then all of a sudden it kind of dragged a bit. I can hear your phone going bzzz.
I know, and I've just sat on it. So every time it goes off, I'm like,
oh, I? Yeah. Someone had the right idea this morning.
Terrible. Oh my gosh.
So basically, I was going to say, do you wanna have a look who that is and tell them?
To be fair, it's the voice notes. We're inundated. This is there is nothing else on my phone other than voice notes.
Actually, yeah, it is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just voice notes because they know we're recorded and people panic and go, oh, I haven't got my voice note in.
So next time, right, when I put a post up to say gay voice notes in like the week before we meet to record, get them in.
Get them in.
Stop annoying us when we're recording.
Yeah. Stop making me vibrate.
So talking of voice notes, I think this will lead in lovely to a voice note that I've had off my mother.
Sally.
Anne. Not allowed to call Sally.
Why?
It's not.
Oh, is it double?
Sally Ann. Sally Ann, all one word. But also, my nan hated Sally. So no one calls my mum Sally. So you call her Sal. Loads of people call her Sal. Most people call her Sal. Like, she's on Facebook. She's Sal.
Sally Ann makes me think it's, like, sarcastic. Like, right, Sally Ann. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Carry on as you were. I'm going to try and figure out how to my phone on silent. Like...
So let's play this then, and which will lead in lovely to what I want to talk about this week.
Yes.
Because this has really peed me off.
Uh-oh, don't do that.
Hello, ladies. Sally Ann here. Just wondering what both your opinions are on Kanye West and Bianca Censori's appearance and behaviour at this year's Grammys. Bye, ladies. Loving the podcast, by the way. Thank you.
Love you, Sally Ann.
Thank you.
Oh, cheers, Sal. I'm going to have to call her Sal. Sally Ann
Sal.
don't sit right with me.
Yeah, Sal. Most people call her Sal, to be honest.
She's also so cool that she's a Sal.
She's a Sal.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yo, Sal, how's it going? Or,
She love
hi,
her.
Sally Ann. It's not right.
She's she'll hate me for saying this, but she's in bed, ill,
Why would she hate you for saying that?
because she's hungover.
Self-inflicted illness,
Yes.
not flu. I see.
Oh yeah, she was piddled last night. We had
Piddled.
piddled.
Love that. That's a wicked word. Piddled.
Yeah, piddled. Yeah, she's she was rough. She enjoyed herself very much last night at Coldplay.
I genuinely,
Oh, so good.
I genuinely wanted to
You would
come
have
to
loved
that.
it.
I know,
I-
I know.
They bought like glow sticks. They had confetti cannons. Honestly, it was so good.
I tried so hard to get my family there, but it was my mum's birthday on Tuesday, and they had Isla. They took Isla climbing to.
Poor excuse.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
Were your
I
family
gutted, I
climbing
missed-
last night?
No.
There we go then.
Because they're old now.
Oh, tired.
I know. No, I do that.
So,
all the time. Go on.
actually, right, both. This leads into two topics I want to talk about.
Oh.
We'll go back to my mum's message a minute.
Yeah.
To talk about the Grammys, but first of all, just want to say when you were saying about tired, oh, I'm tired. Do you know the reason why I have to stop doing what I'm doing and put on live music?
People are tired.
People just go, oh, I'm
Can't be
tired.
bothered.
I can't be bothered. But then they're like, oh, why are you stopping doing that? Oh, why ain't there nothing on? Oh my God, everything's closing down.
Yeah.
And then they're the first ones to rant about live music disappearing. And I'm like, you've had the opportunity to go to like 2 or 3 events already this
That
year.
are very like varied, like different.
And
like,
not expensive.
No.
And people have gone, oh, I can't bother.
Or people have gone, oh, I'll see the rugby in a pub in the afternoon. I won't bother.
So it was a perfect thing. People go to the rugby in the afternoon and then come to the
I
Coldplay
did
tribute
think
last
that. I
night.
did think that.
But to be honest, I think very, very few did that.
How many turned up then?
We had 100 there.
That's decent. But it you know, for an event like that,
Still
you'd
not
expect more, wouldn't you?
It's still probably the band had half the fee that they normally would get. Mind? We did a ticket split.
Oh, you did?
Right? So
Right,
they
okay.
got half the amount
Where
that
are
they
they
went over.
from?
Oh
like
God.
Welsh?
No. I got a feeling like Manchester way.
Wow. I just want to be in a tribute of some sort of act like that. Somebody I really
I'd love me and you to do a Fleetwood Mac tribute.
Stop.
You can be Stevie and I'll be Christine McVie.
Christine McVie. Oh, R.I.P. Oh my God, stop reminding me.
What a voice.
Stevie won't be long now either, will she?
Probably not, no. But and they talk to them doing something, like a tour or...
There's always talks. They're always doing their last tour and then...
And I'm like, there's not many of them left.
I know.
Just pack it in.
They're doing their last tour and then they're like, but we are also headlining like BST in Hyde Park. BYT? You know the Hyde Park thing?
Yeah, it's BST, isn't it?
It's BST.
I think it's BST.
Yeah. Hyde Park, innit? Oh.
Yeah. But back to the Grammys, because we went on a little bit of a detour there. My fault.
Apologies for not coming to see you, Coldplay. I actually am a huge Coldplay fan. And I say it... I know. I say it with like... People always go, oh, Coldplay. Sorry. If you have not seen them live, I'm not taking that from you.
Do you know
it's
what?
an experience. Have you seen them live?
I've not seen him live because I've never been a massive fan of his voice.
He's not a singer, though. I know that sounds so weird to say.
I know he is. For me, I appreciate the songs.
Yeah.
And the kind of the performance.
Oh, yeah.
More than his voice. So
Yeah.
I would necessarily pay like £100 to go and watch them.
I would.
However,
I've got VIP tickets with my friend Nicole, and we went. I think it was like instead of £90, it was 120 for VIP. We got there early. We like saw them doing their like. It was honestly one of the best gigs I've ever seen. Genuinely.
I will show you videos later of the night. But what I will say is, they were incredible. Anthony, the singer, was far better than Chris Martin.
Vocally, yeah, I'd imagine that.
Oh my God, vocally, he was insane.
Yeah.
The sound was perfect. Honestly, considering I've had like Stereophonics, Bon Jovi, and all those like ones that I would necessarily like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
just be clear.
Yeah, just be clear.
I was sorry.
Yeah, you missed them. And let's face it, would I have said, I've had Bon Jovi then, it was a fucking great night? He can't even sing anymore.
Yeah, true.
I was going to say, he could barely sing in the 80s.
That's true.
But anyway, again, that tribute, the singer for the Bon Jovi tribute that we had.
Better than Bon Jovi itself, yeah.
I think every tribute that we've had, the singers have actually been better than the...
Yeah. I think there's weirdly more pressure on tributes, though, isn't there? It's like what Sean was saying about the ABBA thing. It's like people know those songs and they know the versions that they recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that artist then, like Coldplay, Chris Martin, whatever, can sing them live without a bit of help with autotune or whatever.
Yeah.
We listen to the iconic songs off that one recording, which is perfect and is showing off their voice the best, and you know it's been mixed and mastered and blah blah blah. So like there is there's nothing worse than a bad tribute act.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe they have to have these like, decent vocalists and stuff. They have to.
Yeah. Top me up, please.
I was going to ask when you go on about this voice note from Sal.
So yeah, basically the Grammys. Let's start with.
For anyone listening, I love to
Let's start with. Thank you very much. Kanye West and Bianca Censori.
Delicate topic.
It is a delicate topic because I remember when I was like 10, 11, 12. Like, do you know when you like first get into these awards? Like, I used to watch like the CMAs.
Yeah,
the
MTV awards.
Yeah, like all those.
Yeah.
So like
even Grammys, Oscars.
Yeah, you watch it. Like, I watched them more probably in my early teens than I have done since becoming an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how did they get away with that?
Are we allowed to say, because I'll be totally upfront and honest here. I hadn't seen, somehow this week, probably because I'm busy, I haven't been checking news and stuff, I hadn't seen the image or video. I had only seen a picture of Kanye West on the carpet facing the photographers, kind of not smiling because he never does, he's just like that. And he obviously in his hands has, what's her name?
Bianca Censori.
And she was facing away from the photographers towards the back, and all I saw, the image was like it's
like a fluffy coat.
Black coat that, like when somebody's trying to do the sexy shoulder thing, they just take it off their shoulders but they'll keep it around them.
Yeah.
So I saw that, and I did not see any other news articles until I walked in here this morning and Kaysha was like, have you seen this? And I was like, is that actually her body there?
And I'm like, let me just show you the one that hasn't been censored.
On basically the dark web, formerly known as Twitter.
I just don't get it. Like, I think if there would be slightly something for me anyway, that if she had just done it because of a feminist kind of stance in a way.
But what is that? What point is she trying to make?
I don't know. But
that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, hang on a minute. Why has she done this?
I was like, I could potentially see the reason why.
Yeah.
But to know that she's probably been coerced into doing that by Kanye West.
Who is she then? What does she do?
I don't know. My mum reckons she's an architect.
Well, she's clearly into form. And structure. In fact, maybe she doesn't like form and structure because there's nothing formally structured about her outfit.
Oh, it's bad. It's
Nothing.
bad. If anyone hasn't seen it and are like, what are they talking about?
You can explain this one.
Just go and look. Like, don't get me wrong. She looks banging.
Oh, hang on. We are not disputing.
I'm like,
Hang on a minute. If I looked like that in the mirror every day, I would be very pleased to walk around naked. This is basically what happened, right? I don't know why we want to say the naked word. We've just not said naked. She's basically naked with like a paper thin see-through. Has she even shaved? I didn't even check. I don't think she did, because you can see like
you could it's a bit of shadow like
fluff like.
It's usually me that goes there.
Yeah, we can call it Bianca's fluff. Except
we need to get off that topic, especially with Adele's flaps last week.
Oh my god, dead. What do people think? And then what's the point we're trying to make? Because I remember last year, I think it was last year, CMAT, who it's no secret that I love CMAT. She's my new Florence, basically. But also still love Florence, obviously. CMAT wore a dress last year, and it made me think of that when you just mentioned it. I think it was the Brits she wore it to, and it was like, again, I think it was a black dress. And you know, normally when women show cleavage, so there's like a cleavage gap, or like a little line or whatever. She covered all of her outfit, covered right up to her neck, like basically a polo neck. When she turned round, I just love it. When she turned round, the fur of the dress went back all the way down her back. And whereas it would be a low back cut, it was a mid bum cut, basically.
Nice.
And her point was, why should like women's? I can't remember what her point was. I think it was that she was using like her bum crack as cleavage.
Yeah.
And it was getting censored out, and people were mortified. And she was like, "It's exactly the same.
It looks exactly the same.
It's
like
just there."
Yeah.
So, but. There's probably more depth that she goes into about why she did that.
But that's a reason why.
Yeah, she wasn't naked. She was just doing something a bit cheeky. And to be fair to her, she didn't win anything, I don't think, in those particular awards last year. But I think the point she's trying to make was, I'm a new pop star and I want to be in the media. I genuinely think she did end up just saying, I just wanted to turn heads with my outfit.
And fair enough. But
and
she's
she
done it in a way
into
that she hasn't come out butt naked.
She was on the news then, like proper news, being like this new artist called CMAT. It did wonders for her.
Yeah.
And then this year she's gone from strength to strength, and she went back to the Brits and won loads. So it was like, great.
I get that.
So
and
we all feminist, like, you know, stance on like, I should be able to show any bit of my body if I want to. It shouldn't be censored. I think. I'll double check.
But there's a thing of being censored, and then there is coming out butt naked, where children are involved.
Yeah.
There probably will be people of people underage at that ceremony. There will also be people underage watching that ceremony. There's
artists' daughters that are there.
Yeah, exactly.
And where are they meant to look?
Like, don't get me wrong, there's actually a picture, and whoever caught it is a genius. There's a boy, and he's 10, maybe 12. I can't really judge his age, but he's young. You could tell that he's a child, and she's butt naked, and he's peeking around the corner like this. And someone's like going, "Go on, lad," and I'm like, "No." I'm like, "We are past that."
No. Even as like, I can't believe this is happening. That's not acceptable on that carpet, any carpet.
No. At the end of the day, these people are in the limelight. They should be setting the standards. But it seems that they have no standards.
In a more extreme way, I think I've mentioned this on Shauna's episode, I'm not sure. Like the royal family, right? Harry acting out and all that stuff. As much as I'm like, he could have done what he wants, really, it's his life, and I do agree that he didn't ask to be in the royal family. No, he didn't, but sorry, mate, you
still are.
And that comes with responsibility.
You've still had a privileged life. Okay, yes, your mother died when you were young.
And it was a media storm, and of course...
And all that, and he's gone through shit just like everyone else. But instead of kind of going through shit where you don't know where your next meal is, or your parents working 3 jobs. No, you had a bit of luxury that you could do what you wanted when you wanted.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's probably not the loving family that we would like the royal family. Really, it's not, because at the end of the day, they're working. They have a whole set of rules for themselves.
Yeah.
But there is still a lot of privilege with the royal family. Not saying I'm against the royal family, because to be honest,
I'm very 50-50 about it. I can see the good they do, and I can also see that it's
my family have always kind of been into the royal family and respected that. And I've always been like a history buff, so I like the kind of the royalty.
I love the series that came out.
Yeah. The Crown.
Yeah.
So I've always studied anything to do with royalty, like all the way back to like the 1500s.
Yeah, I loved it as well.
I love all that, and they bring a lot of money to this country. Okay, they could do more with their money.
This country like this.
Yeah.
But the UK.
The UK.
London. I love it. Get away. I don't want to be on my own.
No, I don't. I don't like.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a little bit more choice in what we see and when. And some people are not mentally okay on certain days, and I think seeing stuff like that they haven't asked to see is not good for them.
It's just not going to get better.
No. Why have we gone on to the news? I did that. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Well, it's a bit of I think we're talking about people have a level of respect and a level of responsibility.
That's it.
To show standards and, like, again, be respectful and polite to other humans. And unfortunately, we live in a day and age where celebrities or high-profile people do not do that.
No.
So if a child of, anything from like 6 to 16 are looking at these celebrities and watching their behaviour, how do you expect them to go into school? Like, a lot of these parents have to work a couple of jobs, or they've got long jobs, or, grandparents are maybe even still working, so can't look after the children. So how are they setting the standards in that time?
Yeah.
Most of the time is like, someone gets home from work, they're cooking food, they're like, chuck a TV on, chuck an iPad, they have food, right, it's bath, bed, and that's it.
Time. Yeah.
They haven't got time, and sometimes it's not the parents' fault.
No.
So they are watching these other adults to think, well, surely that's acceptable behaviour, but it's not.
It's not.
And again, like you saying you were fearing for Isla, like I'm doing the same with my nieces and nephews.
There's like people, isn't it?
Like, wow.
Who won't have children because they're worried about the environment and the impact of that.
Yeah.
And they're also worried that they won't be able to now with technology. There's like a group, isn't it? I've heard about that. We'll have to talk about that at some point. Who literally like, we want children, but we won't have them in this world. And I part of me goes,
yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to be responsible if my child got like online, like
it's again
selected and I don't know, like there's just
there's a fine line between I know this, obviously it's illegal now to hit your child, right? It is. It's physically it's illegal.
It is illegal. I know a few people in my mum's school who could have done with a slap, judged on what I've heard.
But do you know what, right? I was actually having a conversation I think it was with Ali last night, and they're having trouble with a load of young kids coming into the memo, stealing stuff. And,
oh really?
Oh yeah, and destroying stuff. And
for goodness sake!
And the parents won't do anything. The police won't do anything. They're in a bit of a jam
because they're young and stuff.
And
as well. Get away with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And they know that.
But
they know that now.
Do you know when you were younger?
Yeah.
The person you were probably most afraid of was your mother.
Oh, I still am, Kaysha.
Yeah, well, same.
There gets to a point where I go,
Yeah.
Overstepped the mark with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I have this conversation with Matthew all the time. I'm like, children now are not afraid of their parents.
No.
And there's this like cotton wooling going on of like, my child is right, and well, actually, you're not allowed to be in that classroom at that time, so you were in the wrong. And there's evidence because my child's best friend was videoing you from the. Oh my God, these children know their rights. They know what they'll get away with, so they'll do
My mother would just look at me, and I'd go, out. Truth told, right, you're either wrong or either right. But
Yeah.
my mum knew I would tell the truth. So even if I told the truth and she could back me up, great. But if I told the truth and I was in the wrong, you know, you get punished for
As
that.
you should.
You know?
Because you're in the wrong.
But
How are you going to learn otherwise?
yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, there's been so many occasions in the past where, like, yeah, I've been naughty.
Yeah.
I say in the past. It's just an ongoing thing, really.
just,
Sometimes I just tip it over the edge.
Nah, I'm just an angel, in all fairness. I've only ever done a couple of things wrong.
In your life.
In my life.
In my life.
You can ask my mother if you want.
All right, Sal, is she speaking truth to you or what?
Yeah.
Are you recording this, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good job you're here. I just thought to myself, we haven't pressed record on these
Jesus.
mics.
We've been recording for the past 40 minutes.
No, I know,
like.
but I hadn't looked in that direction. And normally I like to see the little spikes.
It is luck. Spikes luck.
Recording! Yeah, they just went massive.
Yeah.
There we are.
That's a great place to end, actually.
Yeah, that's been a nice short and sweet one. We've got a guest coming in.
Yes, we have.
For all the
Skit.
listeners, it's going to get very confusing because we've been told we sound the same on the phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know why they set this one out.
Please don't. You might have to sit in the middle of this one.
Yeah, just to
Genuine.
break you up.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Shut up! Anyway, it's been nice chatting to you. We want to get a male guest on because I'm concerned.
I'm fed up with women.
Yeah, bored now.
They're all the
All
same.
the same. All the same. Saying the same stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Dressed up. We want a scruffy, hairy man.
All right.
So if that's you, get in touch. we need some testosterone in you.
Yeah.
No, we do as well because I don't want it to look, with the pink and everything, me being backwards and like in the past. It's not a girls' podcast, but it's just the women. The women love us. What can we say? We're batting them away. We can't keep them away. But men, come forward. We want to hear your opinions. We want to get gender opinions. The only male we've had here is Oliver.
Yeah.
And he was a child.
He was
So
a
it didn't
child.
count.
It doesn't count.
Well, no, I actually was going to talk. I've just brought this up in case she was like, do we?
No, we do.
I think we need a bit
100%.
a bit of give and take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it'd be good to debate some women's problems with a man, yeah, I reckon.
That would be good.
See what they know about it.
And I also get on better with men.
Yeah, we've talked about this a lot in our relationship off this podcast. I've always said to you.
I think people probably will see that if we had a male guest, maybe not if it's one coming from your end.
No.
Because you'll probably end up getting one in that you've done with for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And I'd be just sat like, yeah.
Yeah, true.
But I will find you one. I will find you a male guest.
Yeah. I think we want to get like I want to talk about tattoos. I just want a tattooist to come on and talk to me about it. Where do I start?
Do you reckon we should get a tattoo live on the podcast?
I'm not making this up, I promise.
Yeah.
Last night, everything at our fingertips, I was scrolling on Instagram. And I saw Alice Eklund. Hello, Alice Eklund. We'll get you on as well. Ah, yeah. A tagger.
I know, funny.
She's just had a tattoo.
These people probably were like, no.
No idea.
No.
She had a tattoo, she put on a story yesterday, of a tea bag. Like a tea bag with a lovely little thing on it with like instead of tea in it, like flowers in it.
Oh,
and she just put on a story. She
lush.
tagged the place. I think it must have been. She lives in Penarth or Cardiff way, so it must have been down there. I think, but she is from Aberdeen, so it could have been up here.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Love tea so much" or whatever. And I had the thought from Alice Eklund. She doesn't even know. I went, oh my God, me and Kaysha. I didn't think of it pod related as in on the pod.
Yeah.
But I did think to myself, I wonder if Kaysha would get a little tea.
Yeah.
Even if it's literally like a tea.
I was thinking a little
like a
cup and saucer like sort of thing. Or a
But
cup.
we could do it live because I
We could
got a
do it live.
tattooist friend.
And I have. He's done most of my work.
Yes,
and
I don't know why I didn't think about you.
He's very.
You go regularly.
Yeah.
Get your sleeves up, babe. We'll have to talk, but on the tattoo pod, we can talk to your friend about the tats.
Yeah, you could do.
He's
He's very political. He knows
Lots.
he knows lots about lots. He's one of those.
He knows loads about loads and
Yeah.
lots about lots.
Yeah. I'll ask him.
I'm well up for this.
I'll ask him, and then he can. I'll be like, do
That'd
a
be
favour.
my first tattoo ever.
Yeah.
Which might be
I don't know
a very interesting watch for that
I
episode.
would. Let's get it done. You've heard it first. You heard it first.
What?
You've heard it first.
You've
You
heard
heard
it first.
My batteries are slowly dying.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to get a tattoo live on the pod. Any tattooists who want to do that for us, get in touch.
Yeah.
We should, oh my God, yeah, we should bring them in, have a chat to them over like a month or whatever. And then we'll pick based on the best guest and we'll have it off you.
Come on, look at their work
Well,
first,
no, but that's
I
what
was
I mean.
going to say.
They can bring in their portfolio.
Oh, right, that's okay then.
And we can talk about tattoos. And I've got a tattoo friend, Richard, who actually draws his own tattoos because he's an artist.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him if he wants to come on. Richard Embling. He's actually just won Kirsty Allsops.
Oh, yeah.
You met him in Club Bont.
Oh, right, yeah, I know you're on about now,
we
yeah.
should get Rich on to chat about crafty things and
Cool.
tattoos because he designs his own tattoos, I think. Maybe.
Nice. He's a tattooist.
Well, no, but because he's an artist, he'll
Yeah.
draw his own and then he'll give it to somebody to
Ah,
draw.
right, I
so
understand
he ended
now.
up drawing
Yeah.
his own sleeves and stuff. He's
Yeah,
so
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we'll get Richard on.
I've drawn a load of mine.
We'll get your mate on, and we'll do a fucking.
I did so well all episode. I don't think I swore once.
You did your little one.
Oh, when?
I did. You did like.
I didn't.
But I think we can get away with it if we start doing that with Granny June. We start going. Oh,
I don't think I did it.
We'll have to rewind. Did Kaysha swear? Let us know in the comments.
I have to rewind. No, I'll sit and watch it 3 times now when I edit it.
Oh yeah, I forget you have to do all that as well.
Aw.
You are good, isn't it? Aw.
Twat. Did it.
Goodbye.
Ta-da.